Hi everyone, this is James, your holistic practitioner, and today I'm going to talk about the most dangerous thing around stress. Let's hear from the top experts, what exactly is stress?
Okay, so what is stress? Stress simply means overwhelm, too much of something. So we can categorize stress. There are 4 or 5 of them that we can easily categorize. One is physical stress, using your body too much and not getting enough rest to rebuild. Pulling muscles, misaligning joints, getting injuries, etc., etc.
When you're under emotional stress, what happens is the adrenalines take off and put you in fight flight. And when this happens, the digestive system slows way down so that you can have more blood to your muscles, so you can run from the dinosaur or run to the dinosaur. And this is only supposed to happen once in a while. And in our society today, it's happening daily, all the time, maybe even 8 hours a day, maybe 12 hours a day.
Okay, then there's electromagnetic stress. That is the waves given out by transformers in anything electrical, from televisions, cell phones, computers, fluorescent lighting. Anything electrical gives out an electrical field, and there can be a lot of stress from that, which can cause disease.
Let's talk about chemical stress. This is the food we eat, the water we drink, the showers we take, and the environment around us.
Most of us think of stress as having a hard day or fighting with somebody we care about, or just overall being emotionally upset. But really there's a lot of different types of stress, and all of them affect the other sides of the square. Remember we talked about in my other videos, the health square? The human body is designed in 4 sides. You've got a structural side, a chemical side, an emotional side, and a spiritual side, or an energetic side, we can call it. A lot of people don't realize that stress can be impacting on all 4. You can have structural stress, you can have emotional stress, chemical stress, you can have energetic or kind of a spiritual dynamic of stress. And I want to share with you not only what stress is, but at the end of this video, I want to share how to reduce it.
The way we test stress in a person is by a very simple method that was discovered and put on the map in the early 60s in this country. And it was called, the methodology was called applied kinesiology, which simply means manual muscle testing. That is, you just test the muscle, see if it's strong or weak. It's that simple. How strong or how weak by how much pressure you use. And this all came to fruition in the 1960s when the International College of Applied Kinesiology was formed. And then they would give courses teaching doctors like myself and certifying people as professional muscle testers, part of the International College of Applied Kinesiology. And I've been using this technique for 30 years to measure stress in people, and it's extremely accurate. Nothing's perfect, but we do have methods to rule out as much imperfection as we can. And it's better than anything I've seen, and the results are spectacular.
So how much money have you spent going to the therapist or the counselor? I bet you multiple sessions, maybe for months or even years. So we found a way to reduce or basically eliminate in just moments what could take weeks or even months going to therapy for. And I'm going to talk about that at the end of this video, because first of all, we need to understand what these things are, what stress is, to be able to understand how to clear it.
Other systems are long. You have maybe a coach that's teaching you how to give a lot of time and a lot of energy so that you can actually get what you want. And you're putting a lot of time into this, you're doing a lot of discipline, you're meditating, you're doing different things. And through ACT, it's just instant quantum healing. We have found a system that gets you instantly anything that you want on any level. You can go ahead and get more wealth, you can have more confidence, you can have relationship improvements. And as your relationships improve, then what happens is you'll have less stress in your life. And this less stress will actually give you better health.
So there's different types of emotional stresses, and there's different ways to address them. Emotional stress typically can cause chemical and physical stress. You can physically feel the discomfort in your body when you're emotionally compromised. So let's talk about emotions. Emotions are basically things that we think about and we experience them through an intense feeling, which ends up starting with our mind and going into our organs. So when you think, it is electrical signals going through your nerves and through your brain. But when you have feelings, those are magnetic waves. So magnetism attracts. In other words, a deep set of emotions will actually attract more of that into your life. That's why there's so many movies about law of attraction. We want to improve your emotions and get in a state of positive emotions, love, gratitude, joy, things like that, because the more of those things that we are able to produce in our organs, the more we're going to attract that into our life. So this video is about how to reduce the negative emotions and step up the positive emotions.
We spend more on healthcare in this country than any other country on the planet. As a matter of fact, per capita, per person in this country, as of 2003, and it's going up since then, we spend $5,700 per person on healthcare in this country. And yet, that's the highest of any country in the planet. And with those statistics, we should be #1 in longevity, how long people live, yet we're not. We're 36th out of 194 countries polled. So why is that? There's only one answer I can think of, and that is we don't manage stress as well as people in other countries.
So now that we know that emotions are magnetic, that is the way that we address healing and reducing negative emotion is with magnetics. And so what we've devised is a method of using magnetism against the governing vessel. The governing vessel is basically your spinal cord. That's a whole channel of nerves to every organ and gland in the body. So when you are wanting to address emotions and reduce them, it's imperative to activate the nervous system, and you can read through or command NLP, neuro-linguistics. Neuro-linguistic programming is how to reduce negative emotions, but it doesn't work as well by itself unless you combine the right magnetic activation. So when you put magnetism and neuro-linguistics together, you kind of get miracles at that point. These videos about emotions, negative experiences, traumas, family projects, these are things that you don't hear so much of, and I encourage you, if you like this video, to hit the like button and subscribe. Share this with somebody that you really care about, that maybe needs this information. Share and let other people know about these discoveries. It's my goal to put this information out there so everybody can help themselves. Rather than me working on one person at a time, we can learn how to engage with each other, become more partners, become more assistants to helping each other, helping our children, our partners, friends, and getting to where we can address some of the deepest, complicated things that are going on with our human systems and get out of our negative programming, get out of these emotions, these blocks, these breaks to getting what we want, and getting into more of a creative place, of a freedom place, a place of less discomfort in our bodies. There's less tension and pain in our bodies, and just improving the overall function of all systems. My goal is to make as many videos as I can on all these new protocols, and every few weeks I'm going to deliver more videos about another protocol that's going to change the way you see the 5 neo-philosophies. I really appreciate that you joined me today. Look out for our upcoming videos, and I'll see you then.